It sounds like overall you had a good relationship with Vince McMahon, certainly nothing negative.
Oh yeah, yeah.
However, we as fans always hear that he can be very, very difficult to work for, constantly rewriting, changing his mind. Did you have any experiences with him? You know, we hear all the time he'll get on the plane or whatever and start reviewing the script, and if there's something he doesn't like, he just tears it up. Okay, let's start over. Did you have experiences like that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I was for the little while that I was there. Yeah. I mean, and he would have ideas of his own,
Hmm.
and and look at it and go, no. We're going to go back. We're going to start over.
So, yeah, I've actually heard Bruce say on his podcast before that Vince would look at an idea that he wrote like hours before, the day before or something, and say like, "Oh, this is shit," and he'd just like tear it up. And it's like he can't even agree with himself on this. How's he gonna agree with me?
Yeah, yeah.
We also hear as fans that he has weird little pet peeves that he's not afraid to give people a hard time about. Like one thing that stands out for me is I've heard that he does not like sneezing during a meeting. Like he is not a big fan of somebody sneezing in his presence.
Oh,
Can you think of any weird little Vince isms like that?
um, no, I can't. I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
thinking back and going, I don't know. I don't think I ever sneezed in front of him.
Apparently, he's, said, like, he doesn't like sleeping. He says that sleeping is essentially a waste of time, and he doesn't believe in getting sick. He thinks that people can just will themselves through it. So, just like, gosh, what a fascinating guy to work for.
Yeah. He doesn't like sleeping. Right. Yeah, it's a waste of time. Yeah.
I think in his head, he's like, I
He's
could
a
be
guy
more.
who probably gets by on about 4 hours of sleep a night.
Was he calling you in the middle of the night? Because we've heard that as well. That he'll call somebody with an idea at like 3 in the morning, and he's wide awake, and you're just coming out of it.
No, I never got that call.
He was having mercy on you, I think, with some of this stuff because man, those stories have become legend. How about the overall workload of the job though, Ted? Like, would you say it was a lot, like overwhelming?
um, I guess there were times when it could feel overwhelming, especially if you're a part of this creative team uh, and you have deadlines to meet.
Yeah.
And what do you do here? And then obviously if there's any major change, it has to be run by Vince, and then Vince is this very busy guy, and so sometimes like holy shit, we can't change it without telling him, and when are we going to get time to talk to him? And I remember when I at the time when I was working in the office and trying to be this aide to the creative team. Um, I mean, I remember because I would do we'd do Raw on Monday night, SmackDown on Tuesday night back then, and then we would go back to the office, and I was in the office Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday afternoon, I would have to leave Stamford by no later than 2:25 and get on the road to get to the LaGuardia Airport in time to make my plane home.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so I was always sweating whether I was going to get out of there in time. I don't know.